Hello everybody and welcome back to the Semi-Crafty vlog. So in the last episode you guys heard me probably mention that I had a kind of a secret project going on. Well, I have finished that project, and as you can tell from the thumbnail, I made Danganronpa Perler beads. These are based off of the sprites from the doors in the game. Like, they have like little 8-bit or 16-bit sprites. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to make them, so for this episode we're gonna jump right into that, and then afterwards I'll probably do a little bit of talking just about what's been going on. But for now, here is me making all of the characters. So even though Makoto is the main character, he actually isn't the first one I started on, and he actually got wrecked a couple times because I had him sitting around because I was trying to get the right eye color. I couldn't figure out what to do. In the end, I ended up going with like a gray color because his specific eye color was a little bit too specific. But because I had him sitting around, he got like bashed a couple times. But it's all good. I managed to get him put together, and he was like the second or third one that I did start though. So I actually made two of Leon because I originally, as you'll see, I was going to use clear beads for where his pixels were like only connected by a diagonal, and that ended up looking really weird, so I ended up just putting a black bead in instead in the final version. Also, his eye color was just slightly off originally. I had to collect enough beads and all the colors to be able to get it all right, and I also, obviously it's just their heads, but I did add his goatee because, I mean, it's kind of, you know, cool and it's part of his face. So there you go. The final product will look a little bit different than the time lapse. So Sayaka was interesting because she's actually the first one I tried doing like slightly different colors for like her cheeks to make it like more look like blush, because something about her skin tone wasn't sitting just right until I added that, and then it looked better. And I hope I got the right color for her hair and eyes. I also added two little white spots for her little hair clips. And I think she looks okay. It's difficult with the characters with long hair because how do you just do their head when they have all that hair in the background? So I just did two strands to kind of give an idea. And I think that's how she looks in the game too, or her door sprite. Chihiro was the first one I messed around with because I was playing with the idea, but I didn't have all the colors yet, so I just did the outline, and then later I redid the outline again and then added all the proper colors. So Chihiro was actually the first one that I completed. So Taka, again, was another character I had to do 2 of because it wasn't like a huge deal, but the eye color I used originally was a brighter red, and I realized that his eyes are more of a dark red. So I wanted to wait until I got a better color, and so I was able to fix that. So the Taka that I'm putting together in the time-lapse is different than the one that I did finally. But Taka was fairly simple because, you know, not a lot of hair going on. So there you go. Kyoko I also had to do 2 of, again, for the reason, same thing as Leon. She has 2 pixels that are connected only by a diagonal, so originally there was a clear bead in her ribbon, and it just didn't look right, so I fixed that. But hopefully I got her hair color right, because her hair color is tricky, considering it's such a pale purple that, like, this is like the palest purple I could get. But I think it works, because in some of the character art, her hair is a bit darker. Celeste was a little bit tricky. You don't see it on the time-lapse because I didn't show the ironing, but Celeste got a little bit messed up when I did the ironing because the tips of her hair, they didn't get melted together properly, so like when I pulled it up, they pulled up wrong, and then I tried to fix it and I put the pixels down, or I put the beads down incorrectly, and then her hair was lopsided. So I actually chopped off a bead and reattached it, but the added heat process kind of messed up the rest of her face, so unfortunately she is a little bit odd. But because she was so many beads, I did not want to make a second one. Byakuya is also one of the ones I did 2 of because he had a hair pixel that was diagonal, and I put a clear bead there and it just, again, didn't look good. Toko's another one that I did 2 of. The first one I actually did, her eye color wasn't correct. I didn't realize her eyes were gray. I thought they were brown. So I was trying to find her very pale brown, and then I realized that they were gray. And so the first one, the eye color is just a bit off, and for her braided pigtails were pretty simple to do as far as like long-haired characters. I think it kind of looks really adorable in the end. Mondo was another character that I did not actually know the eye color of until I looked it up. Apparently it's a very light purple. And yeah, I think so, because I was watching Let's Play and it looked like they were pretty purple. His coloration was kind of difficult to get because I don't feel like I had the right color for his hair, but again, we're limited. But other than that, Mondo was pretty simple. Hifumi was another one that was pretty simple for, like, because, well, his is actually completely symmetrical, and it's the only one that is, because I guess just the way his eyes are laid out, because he's got his glasses on, and everything else is just like, and his hair, I guess, is also symmetrical. And obviously not too many different colors going on here, so that wasn't a big deal. Hina was another one I made two of. Originally, I could not figure out what to do for her eye color. I couldn't get the like denim bluish color that her eyes have in the game, but I used, I think it's, the bead color is charcoal in the end, because it just kind of had like the closest to what I could get of her eye color. Hina was also a lot of fun to make. Sakura was a little bit difficult just because of the spans of all of her hair, but she also turned out really awesome. I had to heat her hair twice because it felt too flimsy. I still don't know if I quite got it, but she seems to be holding together. She is also another character that I did slightly different coloration without an outline for the scar across her face, because I figured, I was like, well, she gotta, you know, it would make sense for her to have that. Hero was tricky just because of how much, just like, amount of hair he has, but I think in the end it worked out. His hair thankfully was symmetrical, so that was helpful, but it was still, like, getting that outline first was difficult, but then once you fill it in, it was all pretty easy from there. And last we have Junko. Junko, as you can see, was, I don't remember if it's visible in the time-lapse, but Junko took many different tries of how to figure out what her hair color was, because it's a very strange shade of not quite pink, but not quite blonde. So obviously, with the limitation of what bead colors I had to figure out what to do. What actually helped was giving her cheeks a bit of blush, because it kind of, I think it helped balance out the colors, and figuring out the correct color for the eyes also helped too. I'm not sure if she took up the most amount of beads, but she took a lot of beads. Her and Celeste both took up a lot of beads. Awesome. This project was so much fun, and this is actually what I spent a lot of hours doing because I just could not stop making these. Like, it was just so much fun, and I loved it. It was so good. It was very enjoyable. I love doing Perlers, and like doing pixel art was really cool. And like I thought about how the characters have like the pixel art on their doors, and I was like, oh, I could make Perlers of those. So I went and did that, and I thought that was pretty cool. Because Danganronpa, it's funny how I just went fully into this you know, series. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've been watching people play, and you know, and I mean, I've only seen the first game so far. I'm still debating on what I want to do about if I want to play the games, or because at this rate my gaming is like just all over the place, or if I want to just watch someone play it. I don't know, but I love how these turned out. Taka. And this is so much fun. It's so good. I did have to get some really specific colors for certain characters though, and that's totally fine because I actually want to do like Perlers, like I've said, to like, you know, to make like merch of stuff to sell, or just stuff that's Perler art. Yeah, as you can see, Celeste got a little funky, like, it's hard to see, but like you can see like there's like a weird texture on her face, and I feel bad that happened. Because she's so large, I was trying to solidify all the beads together, because it's a lot of beads, and I kind of messed her texture up. Sorry, Celeste. Yeah. Byakuya. I think I got his eye color right. It's once again kind of difficult, but you know. Okay. I love these. They're just super cool. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them, but I definitely want to have them displayed in one of my gaming backdrops if I can. I might put them on like, I don't know, like a big poster paper or something where I can like remove them if need be, and not like a permanent thing, you know, kind of thing. So Hifumi's was pretty easy because, like I said, he was symmetrical. Yeah, Hina was one of the first ones I did too. Not the first one, but like, because her outline was pretty simple. So I think she was the one oh no, I started with her when I officially started the project because she was first alphabetically. Because I saved all the pictures and then they were alphabetical on my computer, and I sort of did it alphabetically, but I also did it by what colors I had available. So, Sakura. Yeah, I worry that she's a little bit like flimsy in the hair, but I think she'll hold up. You know. She was very difficult just because of all the outline, but like super awesome. Heroes is so like, I love it. It's his hair, so cool. There's a lot of beads though. But Hiro, Junko, Sakura, and Celeste, a lot of beads. So Junko was the last one to get finished, and I was like, finally, when I realized the method that would work. And yeah, her hair color is a little bit strange because it's like, but I think this looks okay. Because I had like soft pinks that I could use, but none of them were looking correct. So I was like, I just got to use this color instead. So here you go. Alright, so that was my secret project that I've been working on for quite a few weeks. I really enjoyed that, that Perler project. It's kind of what, like, I was working on a lot. Otherwise, I've just been, like, really busy with both with video editing and with like, just regular stuff. I have been working on videos. The problem is that I got really stuck on one in particular, and I got really frustrated and really overwhelmed, and so I just kind of stopped editing for like a week, went back to it, it still wasn't helping, so I decided I was just gonna go ahead with the next vlog and just post that. So it's been a while since anything got posted. I know nothing new. My schedule's just But I am trying to take care of other stuff, and that the planner has actually helped me remember things to get done, and I've actually gotten a lot done outside of YouTube, like been working on my car, well not me, but I've been trying to get, you know, my car fixed basically. I actually managed to get my first dose of the vaccine, which was something I was like not really sure how to do, and it was kind of like a daunting thing, and I was like, okay, I'll make May the month that I try to get that done. And then an opportunity came up, and I was like, oh, cool, so I got it done maybe like last week. So that was really helpful. And I, you know, like, because they you know, they've been asking me about like side effects and stuff, and I mostly just felt sore in the arm. It was really sore the next day, but like no big deal. And I just made sure to stay really, really hydrated, so I don't know if that knocked out any possible side effects I might have felt, because I know that some people will get like, you know, nauseous or even like kind of sick, but it just depends, I guess, on how your body reacts to it. I did okay, so no big deal, and it was like a really easy process too, which was great. So that was like really nice to get that done, because I was really stressing about that too. Yeah, so I do have like stuff that I need to get edited and posted. It's just I have like a backlog now, and I wish I didn't, especially for Elder Scrolls. That's just like, you know. But yeah, anytime I get like overwhelmed with like doing stuff like that, it tends to like kind of snowball, and then I'm like, oh no, now what? So that's just kind of what's going on, is I just kind of let it, you know, get really like, and then now I'm like, okay, no, I gotta like do something. As you guys can see, I'm wearing these glasses. They are new. They are actually Theraspecs. They're supposed to help with filtering out like blue light for light, which is what triggers like migraines sometimes. So I got them because I realized that like anytime I would go outside, even for like 15 minutes, the sun would definitely cause like a pretty bad headache. If I was any longer, it would be like, you know, really bad. So I've got these, and I have a pair of sunglasses too for going outside. And I mean, I've noticed a difference, so that's really great. I'm feeling a little headachy today, so I'm like putting these on to try to help, you know, like level that out, I guess. Yeah, they're really cool. I've made a lot of use of them in the past couple weeks, so that's really awesome. The other thing is I haven't really been filming lately, especially for console stuff. Like, it's just kind of been at a standstill because I've been trying to rearrange my filming area, because obviously I've been doing a lot of filming at the computer. I'm kind of sick of doing that for consoles though, and I did a couple of things in here when I was trying to figure out like the chair situation and everything. So right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to set up a new lighting system, kind of. Like, I got like a cool light strip that I'm hoping will work out. And then I rearranged my old lights. Unfortunately, my Christmas lights that I had in the backdrop of my computer, I think that strand is busted, which makes me really sad because I've had it since I was a kid, but maybe that's why it's busted. So I'm gonna try to maybe find a replacement for that. I don't really know, because they're old Christmas lights, so it's like, I hope I can find the same kind. I'm not like a huge fan of the LED Christmas lights. I like the like old-fashioned ones, but I know that there's like a power difference and everything, so we'll see how I can fix that. But the twinkly rainbow ones still work, the ones from IKEA. There's gonna be a couple episodes of like Elder Scrolls that come out later that have just, I'm in front of my TV, but the lighting is just really bad. The other thing that I overwhelmed myself with, and I didn't realize this was gonna happen, was I started a Pathfinder game with my friend Raven, and it's like I'm running like a one-player. I think I mentioned it before, but I can't remember at this point. The problem is I didn't realize that doing it like once a week was going to be way too daunting for me to get done. Like getting NPCs ready or you know, like, because I'm also transcribing it so that like she can read it beforehand and my friends can read it and stuff. I decided to make it a bi-weekly thing, and that kind of helped, you know, regulate that out, but that also kind of got into my schedule where I was like, oh shoot, I've once again loaded myself up on too many things, so I'm trying to like filter those out and do things in like a good, you know, scheduled situation or whatever. In any case, that's just kind of what's been up lately. I wanted to kind of keep this vlog short because the focus is supposed to be the Danganronpa Perlers. I tried my best not to say any spoilery things in the video, so for anyone who hasn't, because like, obviously I'm new to Danganronpa, I only know the first game's stuff, so like, I don't want to spoil anyone that might be new to Danganronpa as well, or maybe hasn't fully gone through the game or whatever, so hopefully I did a good job on not spoiling. Alright, so I'm gonna get back to doing some quick editing. Today is a day full of errands, so I'm hoping I can get this like up and maybe posted today or tomorrow, and then get a bunch of other stuff done, like fixing my chair, which the screws keep coming loose, and I'm gonna finally like settle them down and glue them, and hopefully that works out, but I gotta get this done before I do that, because I'm gonna like let my chair sit so it like gets dry. And then work on a bunch of other things and hopefully get the lighting all done today. That'd be great. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the crafting portion of this and all that. Make sure to check all the stuff in the description below and the links at the end of the video. And I will see you guys next time, and until then, stay whimsical. Alright, cool. So now we have our little Mario Maker painting. This took me, I mean, I did most of it yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. I've kind of been doing it in intervals, but I finished up the hat today. I know it's just kind of like a simple little Mario Maker tribute.